And welcome back on this Tuesday morning. 52 degrees out there, absolutely beautiful. Hope everyone gets to feeling better today. It's going to be an absolutely gorgeous day with lots of sunshine. 82 for that high today, and like I said, plenty of sunshine, good pool day. Tomorrow, your high temperatures of 81 with a low of 59. 30% of those scattered thunderstorms, or showers rather, in the forecast, and the rest of the week not looking too bad. May see a little bit of rain on Friday, and then the weekend, a little cooler temperatures, but will be quite nice since it looks like we have another 200 bags of mulch to put out. Miss Michelle, how are you?
Me. I'm good.
Good. Michelle Elkins with me this morning. Of course, you have been in the news and a part of the show for many years now. Of course, we always talk about your daughter, Jessica, who passed away due to meningitis. And you have done just a tremendous job making everyone aware of meningitis, that there is a vaccination.
I try, yes, ma'am, but the
Your whole
community,
family's done great.
yes, the community
They
has
love
been
you.
huge. We could not do it without the support and help we get. So.
Well, I know you always like to mix a lot of fun stuff in with your events. Tell me what you have coming up.
We have a color fun run coming up, and it is for all ages.
Okay.
The whole family can walk, run. It's at your own pace. It's at Cower Elementary School
May
in
2nd.
Athens.
Starts
May
at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Probably last a couple of hours, you know. It's going to be messy. So,
a fun messy though. So
yeah,
now get this, the
fun
first
messy.
150 children or adults, whoever shows
Right.
up, gets a free t-shirt. And if you don't make that first 150, make sure you wear a white t-shirt. Why?
You will get sprayed with a water gun, and that makes the color run. The paint is powder, so that brings out the brightness.
That'll be fun. Everybody will just be able to throw paint up.
It's going to be fun. We're going to throw it all up and get it in your hair and everything. So.
Oh, well, I do want to. Let's talk a little serious here, just a minute, about meningitis and the vaccinations that are available. Recently, here in the community, a 2-year-old lost his life due to meningitis, which I'm sure hit hard. And you know, when you think of a 2-year-old dying of I guess a disease, you can say that there is a vaccination for, but only high risk. I understand you said high risk children are given that vaccination that young. It kind of makes you wonder if there's a vaccination out there, why don't people get it?
I don't understand it. You know, the doctors, you know, they recommend it. Parents need to give it to their children. We didn't know about it until Jessica was 15 at that time, was the age when Emily got it, and now the CDC recommends the age 11 because that is more of your higher risk children. 16 years of age is the really high risk where they're recommending a booster vaccine.
So you can get it at age 11, but then get it again. And it's really important for young adults that are getting ready to go to college.
Yes.
They're in dorm rooms, they're sharing little, I guess, closed areas, so that's really the biggest risk.
If they got it when Jessica passed away, they do need that booster vaccine. It's highly recommended that you get that.
What are some of the symptoms that parents need to try to watch for?
Jessica started out at the flu, headache, stiff neck, running fever, aches and pains. I mean, I've even had people tell me just an ear infection or a headache. I mean, just be very cautious when you go to the doctor. Just ask questions, make them check for, you know, blood work.
You know, you've got such a young, you know, Jessica, 15 years old, obviously you seem so healthy and vibrant and excited and full of energy, so you just never know.
I mean, she went to school that morning, was fine, you know, so that's why we just try to encourage and get out and tell people and do the free vaccine clinics. That's what all our money we raise goes for, the free vaccines. Just putting the publicity out there, and there is a scholarship at Athens High School and one at Athens State. So all your money's going back into the community, and hoping to venture out to other communities to let them know, because I have actually heard of 5 cases in the last month from Florence to Huntsville area of suspected bacterial meningitis.
I wasn't aware of that. Wow.
There's there's cases out
So
there.
it's starting to become more and more apparent.
Or I hear
Or you're
more and
hearing it.
more
I'm sure you
about
would.
it, yes.
You know, you and Talbot, I mean, your whole family's done very well getting all the word out, and everybody I know just loves you guys.
Well, thank you. We love y'all too, and we appreciate all y'all's help.
You're welcome. May 2nd, don't forget, 4 o'clock. That's Cowart Elementary. That's where it'll start. First 150 receive a free T-shirt. Of course, Chick-fil-A, proud sponsor as well as Jimmy Smith Buick, Athens Hospital. So there'll be many sponsors on the back of those shirts too. And if you can get out there and have a lot of fun and wear something that you don't mind getting dirty, because you're going to get paint all over you.
Yes, and there will be pediatricians and nurses doing the vaccines.
Great, so you can ask plenty of questions.
Right.
All right, well, thank you so much. When you see Mojo right after this, give him a hard time for me.
I sure will. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to head over to the kitchen. I know Mayor Marks just made his way in, but hey, Jaime, what you got?
So you're going to see Mojo next?
Yes.
We are.
All right. I got to call Mojo. Mojo had a thing on his Facebook page telling guys to quit hitting on his wife. It was me. I don't even know her. But anyway, I'm in the same boat, Mojo. Tell him, Michelle, I said call me. All right, we were at the gala the other night. I was talking to my good friend Jimmy Smith down at Jimmy Smith GMC. Jimmy's from over Albertville way. We have a mutual friend over that. Well, I did a country Rover story, and I'm going to share it with you in just a second. My buddy Robert O. Johnson. Robert passed away on the 24th at 91 years old. A big Auburn fan. Was one of the greatest photographers. People would actually change their wedding dates to have Robert O. photograph their wedding. But he took if you went to high school anywhere in the Albertville area over that way, more than likely, Robert O. Johnson took your portrait or a picture of you in a band or football team or whatever he did over in Albertville. Robert O. Johnson, one of the greatest men I met over that way, just a super guy. We were talking about that the other night at the gala. Passed away at 91 years old. Here's that country Rover story I did on Robert O. Johnson, I think 86, 87, something like that. And we'll be back in just a moment. Y'all hang on. Robert O. Johnson is a man on the go. He doesn't want anyone to ever have to wait on him.
Hot dog. Let him relax. At ease. All right. That's good. Real good. Turn your knees back.
When it comes to picture taking, there are few, if any, better than Robert O.
Something like that. I'll do all 4 of you. Sure. Why? Best group yet, I promise.
He started in 1949 taking wedding pictures professionally. Today, working practically every weekend, he still works more than 200 weddings a year and is considered one of the finest photographers to ever snap a picture. But being in a town like Albertville, Robert O. and his cameras do a lot more than weddings. You name it, and Robert O. has probably photographed it.
All right, here we go. Real straight, if you will. You smile on. You've had it. Thank you kindly.
No one has a profession that any better than I do. You don't make $1 million a day out of this thing, so forth. But show me another profession where that you can satisfy and bring pleasure to somebody, get bragged on and paid at the same time. And that's a good combination when you get paid and bragged on too. A lot of people get paid for doing something, but they don't get bragged on.
To have your picture taken by Robert O. Johnson is more than just a picture. It's really an experience, and it's one you'll always treasure. At Robert O. Studio in Albertville, I'm your country rover, Jamie Cooper.